production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
And PNC, committed to Central Ohio, for the achiever in you.
This time on Broad and High. Watch as CCAD students test out their creativity on some discerning clients.
Having a client be a lion is probably the coolest client you could probably have.
Meet a local illustrator who works on some of the hottest cartoons on television. And a new sculpture in Worthington celebrates our love of reading. This and more right now on Broad and High. Hey everyone, welcome to the season finale of Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle. We've spent the last few months following a group of students at CCAD as they work to create items for some discerning clients, namely the animals at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. These students spent an entire semester creating cardboard enrichment items. They're kind of like toys and games that encourage captive animals to express natural behaviors. Check it out.
The purpose of the class was an opportunity for students to work with a real-world client and real-world situations, leveraging design skills to be able to solve a problem. And besides, having a client be a lion is probably the coolest client you could probably have. The students were tasked with coming up with one design per region. So the design was based upon the notes that each region lead gathered when they met with the animal care staff.
He's a wombat, he's a forager, he's a digger, that's what he is.
I'm super excited because they were telling me specifically like the African gray parrots and the cockatoos, they like to shred things. I was like, that's perfect. I mean, I got this now.
So today the students had to deliver 10 designs per region for review and feedback based upon the overall concept and the potential construction of the objects.
Like this one. Looks like we have a little warthog coin, heads and tails for them to help them forage so we can hide food underneath the coin so they can flip it over and find it.
I think it's fun for something to flip over. I'm just wondering if you put a treat or something under there, if this has a lip, 2-inch lip on it. Then
this process is integral to the students' education because it involves bringing an actual client into their space and then for them to actually respond to what the client's needs are regarding the process and the project.
So their sketches were supposed to be just general idea, general sizes, and unique elements for whatever animals they were that they're going to be working with. Some are really unique. Some are going to be a challenge, I think, to fabricate. So that'll be interesting, taking things from the concept stage to an actual prototype fabrication stage. Tends to be a little different, so they might have some challenges there.
This first design looks like a kind of accordion style box that the Arctic foxes could pounce on.
I think overall they really understood what the animal care staff was telling them, and they reflected that information in their designs.
The next stage is prototype. So this will be where the rubber hits the road in terms of Here you have this flat design that has existed inside the computer. People have provided notes and feedback. Now you have to translate that into a tactile object through the use of a laser cutter. We chose cardboard as a medium because it is, for the most part, it is biodegradable and it is non-toxic. The glue that's used within that particular type of cardboard was non-toxic.
I'm making a moon bird perch. Little tiny birds, not the big birds, can be able to sit on it and swing and kind of hang out. And this one was too thin, so it was easily breakable, and it was too long, so it would bend here. And that leaves an open space where the birds can get their beaks in and they get caught, and that's like a no-go. So with this prototype, I have 3 versions, so I'm hoping one of them has the correct dimensions that will close the gap.
We have parents that come through and they're like, why should I send my child to an art and design institution? And the reality is, an art and design student is able to look at a challenge and go, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to find a solution that's going to work.
I'm working on the Snackle box for the vervet monkeys for Heart of Africa. They're very hands-on little monkeys, so they like them to have stuff that they can finick with, so puzzle boxes are ideal for like snacks and stuff for them. It's very different going from like guessing what you think those sizes should be. Once you start actually building it, it's a lot more difficult just because you're just like, okay, this probably isn't going to work without tape or glue.
So when they designed, they couldn't use glue or staples or tape because of animal safety, so that presented a really big challenge to actually being able to fold pieces together and have them stay together and then give them to an animal.
A good challenge always kind of gets the adrenaline going, so.
This is Mason's design. So this is one of the first things we got working. Surprisingly, the most complicated one.
Yes, the Pounce-O-Matic. That worked out great. I was so surprised to see the engineering necessary to get cardboard to retain a shape after it's been completely flattened and it pops back up. That was a pretty interesting piece to see because articulation was one of the challenges within the class, and there were pieces that did have articulation, but elasticity was something that was a wonderful design surprise. We are at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, and our students just deployed a cardboard enrichment item for the North American river otters.
Hi. Oh, there's the snacks.
It went so well. I was so emotional. They took them a minute to find it, but then once they did, they just like ripped it to shreds. They opened it right up and they dragged it in the water and
Jump it in the water.
I was fine with that. I was like, excellent. Do what you will. You're perfect.
It's very entertaining. You spend a lot of your time, in a classroom and in a lab space, and you're trying as best you can to meet the expectations of all the clients involved, both human and animal. And then you get into the actual space and it does become quite joyful. It's a neat experience.
I made a cardboard dinosaur skull for the hyenas. It was meant to enhance like their curiosity and kind of get them to like go out and investigate like what it was. They put ants in a log on it, but she was interested in it, which is really exciting. It's just like really like rewarding to like see it in use though.
And it was very fun to watch the students see, realize that something that they had been working on as a group was now inside this environment with the actual animals.
I was making the Snackle box for the vervet monkeys in the Heart of Africa,
and that was deployed behind the scenes because the vervets were not on public display on the deployment day.
It was a lot of work, so this is like really rewarding because we actually get to like see all of our work in action, and we all went through this together, so I'm happy to see everybody else is out there anyways, just because I'm like, yay, most of the animals interacted with them.
This was an amazing class. Yeah, I'm really glad I took it, and Charlotte's amazing, so yeah.
There's an artist in town who works on some of the hottest cartoons on television, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Scooby-Doo to Curious George and Adult Swim favorites like Mike Tyson Mysteries. His name is Rafael Rosado, and not only is he a professional storyboard artist, he's also the illustrator of a series of comic books. He recently released his third and final book in the Chronicles of Claudette series, Monsters Beware. Here's his story.
A storyboard artist's job is to take the story that's in the script and basically tell it visually, basically. What I do is sort of the tip of the spear as far as like the production process goes. And then once we storyboard it, that will eventually go to an animator. So in essence, they're using what I've drawn as a roadmap.
We did vote in the next election. It was a joy. But the thing about it is, I didn't feel that it should have been this hard. I knew it shouldn't have been this hard.
I've been doing a lot of work for Warner Brothers Animation. So right now I'm working on Mike Tyson Mysteries, which is an Adult Swim show, and it's hilarious. It's just insane.
Dad! I'm sorry. It's just when I hear a bell, it's instinctive. I go for the knockout every time.
Let's see, I was working on Curious George, and that's really one of my favorite shows to work on. The Chronicles of Claudette, which is what we call the series as a whole, was co-created by myself and Jorge Aguirre, who's also he's from Columbus. He's actually born and raised in Upper Arlington. So Claudette lives in a medieval town in France where magic and magical creatures are, a common thing. But she has this idea that she wants to be just like her dad and become this great warrior. So she convinces her little brother Gaston, who his desire is actually to become the world's greatest pastry chef. And then she convinces her best friend Marie, who's sort of a princess in training, and then their little dog, Valiant, this little pug. So together they go off on this adventure, and we basically keep the team together over the 3 books. We love telling her stories, and it comes very easily, the characters, they really live in our heads, and we can hear them speaking, and when I put pencil to paper, it's almost like it moves by itself. Graphic novels are a way for beginning readers to, basically get comfortable with the act of reading and just building confidence into reading. And I've heard this from many teachers and librarians and parents that our books in particular have helped a lot of reluctant readers. I try to make the kids realize that this is something they can do themselves. I think there's been a huge cultural shift in the last maybe 20 years, I'd say, but even more so in the last 10 years, in the way that people treat graphic novels and the amount of respect that they get, and they're seen more as a legitimate art form and a legitimate way of telling stories, all kinds of stories. But honestly, this was something I wanted to do since I was a kid. I mean, I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil. I feel very lucky to be able to draw for a living. Yeah, I really am. I'm living the dream.
Follow Raphael on Instagram, where you can see some of his latest sketches, and visit dragonsbeware.com to learn more about the adventures of Claudette and her friends. For the past year, Westerville artist Mike Tizzano has been creating a public art sculpture in front of the public. I mean, how meta is that? If you popped into the old Worthington Library back in the summer and fall, you might have seen him carving his sculpture in the lobby. Well, it's finished now, and it was recently installed in the front yard of the library facing High Street. And we couldn't help but fall in love with his sculpted woodland creatures, whose inspiration came from the library's summer reading program.
I learned from a carpenter to measure twice and cut once, so I do that a lot with this. I'm basing everything on the quarter scale model right here. This will take the most clay of any project I've done to date.
Well, we're here at Old Worthington Library, and we recently worked with Mike Tizzano to commission a sculpture for this library location. And the decision was based on the fact that we've done a lot of work recently in redesigning our landscaping and doing a lot to make the outdoor area of the library just as open and welcoming as the inside. And so we thought a public sculpture would be a great way to add to that and make it a real focal point for the library.
So I thought, let's make a park bench so that kids can sit with the animals and there could be photo opportunities.
One of the great things about Mike is that he does this public sculpting project as part of his work, and he's done it in Dublin and other locations, and it's a great opportunity for the community to come together and watch a piece of artwork take shape over the course of several weeks, and that's what we did last summer in the lobby here at the library.
I could have done it in my studio with less time, but it wouldn't have been nearly as enjoyable or fulfilling for me. It was made out of styrofoam, and then the clay that it's an oil and wax based clay that I put on it, so it looks like a big solid piece of clay before it goes to the foundry, but it's 95% styrofoam. Most artists, most sculptors build their armature or the base out of styrofoam, and then they apply the clay. And I ended up perforating the surface, like burning holes that were about a 1/4 inch deep throughout the whole piece of all the styrofoam pieces. And the clay was softened with heat so that it was soft enough, malleable enough. As I applied it to the styrofoam, I pressed it into those holes, so that way it adhered very well. Not quite soft enough yet. The height of this is going to be 16.5 inches, which is about the height of like kindergarten chairs. So it's really designed as a park bench for either preschool, kindergarten, first, second grade, something like that. Some people would ask, well, so when you fire this, what do you do? And it's like, well, no, we don't fire it. A rubber mold is made over everything. And then once the rubber mold is made, the styrofoam and the clay are still intact. And because the clay is a very good quality and it's kind of expensive, and I'm really into recycling, I brought all that back from the foundry in Baltimore. And so I'm able to remove the clay and reuse it for other projects. And some of the large pieces of styrofoam from the log I'm going to be using on my next large project. The bronze is poured at about 2200 degrees in these molds that are at least 1500 degrees. So it's a really cool experience. It looks like lava. When metal is cooled, the ceramic shells are broken apart, and there's many hours of welding, brazing, sandblasting, all of that, and assembling everything together. I am extremely pleased with it. I think it just has a lot of charm, kind of like what you'd see in children's books. So I think a lot of people will enjoy it.
I mean, it does show that art is important to the community. It's one of those things that people can gravitate to. They can think about, their own relationship with that piece, and just remind them that how much fun reading is. That's really what we wanted to do.
Visit Mike's website to learn more about his artwork and sculpting process. You can find him at tizanosculpture.com. For the last several years, NPR has hosted a contest where musicians across the country submit videos for a chance to perform a tiny desk concert in Washington, D.C. More than 24 musicians from Central Ohio threw their hats in the ring, and we here at WOSU asked you to vote for your hometown favorite. Here's Columbus musician Lisa Gain sharing her song, Wake Up Violet.
Wake up, Violet, just be quiet. Forget all of the memories. You'll think that it was a bad dream. Wake up, Violet, just be quiet. He's putting thoughts inside your head. No one believes a word you say. You say she dreams of running away. She's not afraid, off to LA she runs away. All her friends say not to change. She tells them not to worry, no, not today. She's just so naive and young. She likes to think she can trust everyone. She always likes to have fun, but in that moment she just wanted a gun. Wake up, Violet, just be quiet. Forget all of the memories. You'll think that it was a bad dream. Wake up, Violet, just be quiet. He's putting thoughts inside your head. No one believes a word you say. You say she wants to get a screenplay, but they all say she needs to be more risque. He's got her beat by decades, and she feels his disgusting embrace. He says now you're with the pros. To get the shows is how it goes, everyone knows. Her body completely froze, but in her mind she's flying back to Ohio. Wake up, Violet, just be quiet. Forget all of the memories. You'll think that it was a bad dream. Wake up, Violet, just be quiet. He's putting thoughts inside your head. No one believes a word you say. You say quiet. Wake up, Violet.
Thank you.
Well, that's our show. You can check out all of our stories at WOSU.org, or you can download our free WOSU Public Media mobile app. Of course, you can always find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're leaving you today with more music by Central Ohio's very own Lisa Gain and the Rusty Silos. We want to thank our generous hosts here at the Cultural Arts Center for letting us crash their space all season. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Have a great summer. We'll be back with all new episodes in the fall.
And the rest you never know, 'cause that's just the surface. Whoa, it's just the surface. Yeah, that's just the surface.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
And PNC, committed to Central Ohio, for the achiever in you.